I've been reading more than a book a week for a year now. I've been consistently meditating, going to the gym and journaling for more than 1.5 years. And the reason I'm right here right now is because of my habits. It's safe to say that my habits are right now in order, but also at any given moment I could fall off. And maybe it's the same for you too. Maybe you recently fell off your no-fab streak or something similar happened to you and you're not happy with your life right now. Then stick around for the next couple of minutes, listen, grab a pen and paper and write down important stuff that I talk about, that not only has helped me get back on track, but also to stay consistent with good behaviors, because this information not only cost me money, but also time. Let me tell you a story. There was this one habit that I was struggling with for more than 1.5, maybe even 2 years, when I first heard about habits. And the habit was being a degenerate. So when I first heard about Imran Gaji and stuff, about 2 years ago, I actually quit and didn't do it for like 8 months or so. Then slowly the craving came again and the habit, the bad habit, slipped again into my days until it went too far. Then again 1 month clean, then a couple of days a degen until it went too far, and the month after the same story again. And it went like that for a year. Now, why am I telling you this? See, quitting was never really the problem. Consistency was. I fell back, quit, had willpower for a month, then fell back again. So what does it actually take to not only break bad habits and never let them show up again into your life, but also to stay consistent with good habits for as long as needed really? What does it take to make a lasting change? This is the question I asked myself and changed my life, and you should too. So let's dive into it. If you don't know what you want, then you can't know where you want to go and what you need to optimize. So once you have a goal, you can ask yourself what you need to do to achieve that goal, and then actually go ahead to do the work consistently to achieve that goal. It's as simple as that. Start with your goal, one single goal. I haven't set goals. I want you to set one singular goal, but a goal that is extremely big. I want you to literally set the biggest goal imaginable to you. That's what I did. That's what Charlie Morgan did, for example, from who I learned this. His goal, for example, is to make $1 billion. And that's hell of a goal. And to achieve this goal, he needs to optimize every habit, every behavior. He can't be a degenerate, or smoke, or drink. Otherwise, he wouldn't achieve his goal. He knows the consequences. Instead, he has to do the work, day in and day out, consistently for decades. Otherwise, he'll never make $1 billion. Do you see where this goes? You need to have a goal so significant that every behavior must align to achieve it. There is no other way. Every action and decision you do has to contribute to achieving the goal. And you have to eliminate all behaviors, habits that do not contribute to the goal. It's your decision daily. Go left, do the fun stuff, get the immediate pleasure, the dopamine, but you won't achieve your goal. Or go right where you achieve your goal, and honestly, God will test you dozens of times every day, whether you choose to go left or go right. And once you chose to go right thousands of times and aligned everything, you'll achieve your big goal. Again, it's simple. This first step is not hard. So go on right now. Set your goal. Is it like Charlie to make $1 billion? Or stop the plastic waste? Or become the best mother on the earth? Or live over the age of 100? Or change 100 million people's lives through your product? And no one's limiting your dreams. I'm an example of that. I admit it. I have the biggest goal. I am a big dreamer. But what will eventually separate me from others is my burning desire to achieve that goal. Now, I'm sorry, but the goal won't cut it for you unless you have a burning desire for it. Charlie Morgan has a burning desire. And a few seconds ago, I have said that I have a burning desire to actually achieve that goal. And that's right. And this didn't happen just by accident, by once writing down my goal. Step 2, takes some time. Establishing a burning desire takes time, and only through you reminding yourself daily of your goal and using your imagination. This is step 2, and in the book Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill, he talks about this. See, I remember when I was like 8, sitting every day in my Lego city and having this burning desire that I am that one figure, and that I will be this figure when I'm grown up in real life. And I imagined this figure, this future me, to be super successful. And still to this date, 7 years later, I still want to be that guy. I even got him on my desk as a reminder. And this is the same you need to do. I couldn't do something else as a kid. I was obsessed with him and his life in my own Lego city. So go on a daily basis, before you go to bed, sit down for 10 minutes, review your goals, imagine you having already achieved that goal. What would you do? Who are you with? How do you look? Where are you? What will you do with your time? And just write down everything in scary detail. And I'll be honest, I wish I did this when I was like 8, 10, 12, even with 6. So today, really start with your goal and then build a relationship around it and deeply ingrain it into your life so that you just cannot not achieve this goal. You can't take the left route. Whatever life throws at you, you just burn for this goal, even if it means death, like it does for me. David Allen said, "You can do anything, but not everything." You need to break down your goals into actionable steps. If I ask you, how would you achieve your goal of making, let's say, $1 billion? What would you answer? Nothing. Napoleon Hill said, "Desire without backed action remains just that, a desire." Before action comes planning, and a big part of planning is clarity. Your dream is big, and it should be. And to achieve that goal, you'll need to break that goal down into smaller goals. Then these smaller goals into more manageable steps. Then go one by one from there till you eventually achieve these smaller goals and your big goal. And what has helped me the most to gain clarity is again goals. Not one big goal, but multiple goals that lead to your big goal. It's about setting 10-year goals, 3-year goals, 1-year goals, 9-month goals, 3-month goals, and 30-day goals. Then it's pretty damn clear what you need to do and whether you're on track to achieve your big goal. I'll be honest, I know exactly what I need to do. I know what I have to do to achieve my goal for this month, for this year, and even for the next 10 years when I'm 25. So go on now, determine your goals for the next 10 years, 3 years, 1 year, 9 months, 3 months, 30 days. Write it down and we're just planning with these 3 steps. We didn't take action yet. If you can't do this, how do you expect to realize your wildest goals, honestly? Now, once you gain clarity, then it's all about execution. However, you can't execute if your environment is a mess. Simple as that. Not much to say. No wonder why you can't work when your phone is next to you buzzing. Of course you eventually eat the chocolate if it's in your room. You can't stay consistent with the gym if it's 10 kilometers away. There's a quote, simplify, then focus. Clear the clutter to clear the mind. And it's true. Look at your phone, go on Google Chrome and go count how many tabs have you open. And let me tell you, this is your mental state. I remember I once had like 200 tabs open, never used anything, but in reality this was just a reflection of my inner state. My room was dusty and I had useless stuff laying all around, and I didn't even try to focus because I knew it wouldn't work. Instead, I first of all decluttered all this shit space. Look at my desk now. I only got some greenery, some decoration which is partly useless, and gear that I use. That's it. Outer order contributes to inner calm. When your environment is in order, your mind can focus on executing your goals. So, after watching this video, clean your damn space. Now, you may think, yes, I cleaned my room, I'm done, now comes the execution part. Remember the story I told at the beginning? One of the reasons I fell back every month was because I didn't replace this habit. If you want to get rid of bad dopamine, you need to replace it with good dopamine. I, for example, usually when I rendered my video or something difficult showed up when working and I didn't want to do it, or whatever excuse I had not to do the work, I just picked up my phone that was next to me and began scrolling until I replaced it with this bad boy. Not a joke actually. This is a Ferrari F40 in Lego, and every time I have an excuse doing work, I say, alright, drive some laps around my desk for 2 minutes, and honestly, it helps. While writing a script for another video, I got stuck, so I set my timer for 2 minutes and tried to drive the fastest lap around my desk. It sounds quite funny, but hey, if it works, I take it, and you should too. So determine what you want to do as an alternative for this bad habit. Be it staying busy the whole day if you don't want to waste your time with video games. Or as an entrepreneur, you don't need to have 20 habits and an hour-long morning routine. You can all that just replace with getting straight to work. James Clear said it: to change a bad habit, you must create a new system that supports the positive behavior you want to adopt. So pause this video and write down your new empowering alternative, and from now on constantly remind yourself of it every time you try to perform the bad habit. Now finally it's about execution. You already know your task, you know how to not fall back on your bad habits, and you're executing. But a question remains: how can I support the replacement? How can I as an entrepreneur specifically do more work and more consistently 7 days a week? Andrew Huberman said you need sunlight and exercise every day. So why not combine those two? Daily, go for a walk, a hike, a run, go cycling. Lately I've even been enjoying badminton. So what I do basically is just after my work sessions I take a break, not to be on social media, but to go outside to get my heart rate pumping. Wonderful, and it's such a super simple method that gives you a healthy dopamine hit, motivates you, gives your mind space to think, and recharges your batteries for another session of work. Also, you can combine those two as your replacement for your bad habit, and that's basically all there is to say on exercise and sunlight. Before you go ahead and clean your room, establish your burning desire for your big goal and smaller goals, which you've hopefully already set, and every time you get a craving for your bad habit, remind yourself of your good replacement, and also try to get your exercise and sunlight in. I want to give you 4 bonuses, things, tools that you can use on your way towards mastering habits. So number 1 is a tool, a habit tracker, because what gets measured gets improved. It has helped me and I use it on a daily basis, and it just helps honestly. Simply type into Google how to create a habit tracker and you'll find one, or you can just create one on your own, which is what I do. And also I do it mainly on paper because it's just better in my opinion. Second is an accountability partner, simply a person, a friend, a coach who helps you stay accountable by motivating you, by giving you feedback, by calling you at your wake time. It just helps with the clarity and reminder part. You know, pretty self-explanatory. Third bonus is my school community, where you get access to some really valuable resources, including a free call with me, but also access to like-minded people and more. It's completely free. Go check it out, first link in the description. And lastly, if you're new to the topic of habits, watch my last video where I in depth explain what a habit actually is. Click here somewhere. But now, thank you for watching, hope this video helped and will help you stay consistent, and yeah.